Hello, Facebook friends. I'm back. I know it's been a really long time because I was doing videos pretty frequently, and this last one, I'm telling you, kicked my butt. So it's taken me a minute to kind of get back to real things. So Heather Lambert here, if you are new, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer in March, and I started chemotherapy in April, towards the end of April. I have triple negative breast cancer, which most of us with triple negative get chemo first. So I've been doing chemotherapy since April. Our first 12 infusions were weekly. I got weekly Taxol, and then every third week I also got Keytruda, which is an immunotherapy, and carboplatin. And then recently, last month, I switched over to my new regimen of AC chemo, adriamycin and cyto something or other, along with the Keytruda. And I get that every 3 weeks, so it's a little bit different schedule, and a little bit different, like the side effects are a little different too. So I've been kind of getting used to that. My first round wasn't too bad. A little tired, pretty normal. Mouth was yucky. Foods got yucky. It was hard to eat food. But the second one, it took me a lot longer. It really hit me a little harder. So I get infused on Thursday. Fridays aren't bad because you get lots of steroids. And Saturday and Sunday, I was like out of commission. Like, could not move my body. Just a blob. Like, couldn't do anything. Monday was starting to be a little bit better, but still very tired and very fatigued. And when I say tired, it's when you're like just normal tired, and exhausted, like you feel tired, like you want to sleep and you're exhausted, and you can feel that. Fatigue from chemo is very different feeling. It's almost like, because you don't really feel tired, you just feel like your body doesn't work. Like it doesn't want to do anything. It doesn't work. So it's a different kind of a feeling. You're just unmotivated. Your brain does not function normally. Your body doesn't want to move. Like it's a different fatigue, and we need a new word, but to really try to describe it. But I've kind of felt like that all week after my infusion. It took me a good week to really kind of get my energy back. So that was tough. So I was tired a lot. Mornings were better, but by midday I was like, okay, I'm done. I did one thing today and now I'm done. And I would just sit and rest for the rest of the day. So it wasn't until just this last weekend that I felt like I could kind of be up and do things. Today was pretty busy. We did a lot of stuff. Went to Target, went swimming at Grammy's. Now we're at jiu-jitsu. So life is back to it, sort of. I still get tired, but it's more manageable than it was the first week. So we're on week 2 in between. So I get my AC every third week. So this is week 2, feeling better, can start to do some stuff. Plus the other concern is white blood cell counts. So right after the first week or so, your white blood cell counts can be pretty low. So the risk of infection and getting sick and things like that is higher. So I try to stay home anyway, and not do a whole lot or be around a lot of people. So this week I'm feeling better, feeling like my blood is starting to recover. So we're out and about a little bit more. Although I still don't go into jiu-jitsu, I sit in my car. We do groceries early in the morning while it's not crowded, things like that. But feeling much better. Missing my hair. I'm starting to feel like, okay, I'm ready to have my hair back. Eyebrows too. I really struggled with them this morning. They're not what I wanted them to look like, but they'll do. Yeah, I'm really getting tired of trying to put on the eyebrows. My eyelashes are pretty much gone. I have 1 or 2 here or there, but there's nothing left. I gave up on mascara today. I didn't even bother today. I had been putting it on the few that I had, but it just made me feel better. But today I was just like, there's no point. There's nothing left. I lost another one last night and I was like, oh, that's it. So I'm really looking forward to those growing back. But the end is in sight. So I'm keeping my eyes focused on that. I changed my calendar in our kitchen today, or this last week. And so we made it September. And my last chemo is scheduled for September 29th. So on the calendar, I can actually write last chemo. September is the last month that I have to do chemotherapy, as long as everything goes well. And it'll be fine. And we'll get through, and that last infusion is at the end of September. So I'm super excited about that, and having it on the calendar in my face and seeing it there, like that's, it feels good to see the end, because you get partway through and it feels like it's gonna last forever, and it's like I'll never get to the end of it. So to actually see that last date on the calendar is pretty exciting. So I know I just have to get through September, and then we'll be good to go. We'll be on to the next thing, of course. So we're almost done. That's why I titled this. I can see the end, sort of. We'll be done, kind of. We'll be done with chemotherapy. But I still have surgery and radiation to go. But I can tell you, chemotherapy it's hard and it's a long road. It's been a long time, and it will be nice to have it finished and to start to build my body back and feel good again. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But with that insight, I've started to think about surgery options and what that's going to be, and what that will entail. But I get 4 to 6 weeks in between to kind of recover and build up my strength so that I can recover from surgery okay. So I'm really looking forward to October and doing all of the things. I have not gone to Disney in a really long time, and those of you that know me know I love Disney World. And I have not been because, one, it's Florida hot in the summertime, and I just do not tolerate the heat very well, and I would be exhausted. So between the heat and the exhaustion, I just can't. And then the other part of all the people and the germs, I can't risk getting sick and having anything delayed. Like, I just can't do that. So we have not been to Disney in quite some time. So I'm super excited at the end of October, after I recover from my last infusion a little bit, to hit up all the parks and do all the things, well, as much as I can anyway. That will be my celebration for the end of chemo. Will be October. I feel like, gosh, if I feel good the second week in between infusions and the third week I feel really good, I can't even imagine what 4, 5, and 6 weeks out will feel like. So super excited to do some things in October and kind of feel more like myself. And then we will do surgery. So I'm anticipating surgery at the beginning of November. And then after I recover from that, probably radiation through the holidays, December into January. So then we'll be finished, and 2023 will be a whole new thing. So really looking forward to the progress that we've made and moving on to the next stage and just getting through it all. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm surprisingly better than I thought. Like, going into chemotherapy, you have a lot of preconceived notions of what you might be like, or what it might feel like, or what it'll look like, and how you might feel, and what you'll be able to do or not be able to do. And it has not been at all what I thought it might be. So still hard, like, don't get me wrong, it sucks. It's super hard, but there's a lot of ways to get through it, and you can come out on the other side, and you can be okay during too, and you can still do things, and you can still be a part of life in the world, and you don't have to be like some sick patient in bed for 6 months. Like, that's not what it is. So that's a pleasant surprise, and good for anybody who's getting ready to go through that, to know it's gonna be okay. There may be some bumps along the way, and it will suck, and it will be hard, but you'll get through, and it'll be okay. So that's been good. Once I get through like the tough weekend, and I let myself rest for a couple of days. I just let myself be a couch potato and watch TV, and eventually the energy comes back, and then you're good to go, and I can do life again. So until the next round. But we're getting there. 2 left. So we've done 14 out of 16. Almost there. Almost to the end. One of the things, the last few weeks, my brain still is not good. Chemo brain is a thing too. It does not work right. But over the last few weeks, I have been seeking out some different groups on Facebook and support groups that I can do in person here locally, meetups and things like that. So I'm looking forward to getting to know some people, because one thing I've learned is women that have been through breast cancer are cool people. They're amazing. They're so nice and ready to live life, and it's just really nice to get to know people that have such a energy and excitement for life, really, and are looking forward to doing all the things right in the future, and now and in the future. So it's really cool energy to be around all these cool people. So I'm really looking forward to meeting all these cool women that I'm kind of finding all these groups for. But one of the things that I've recognized, and has been sort of a frustration for me, is particularly in the support groups on Facebook, just because they are there's just so many people there and they're very active, is the number of new people just diagnosed every single day. There are so many brand new diagnosed every single day coming into those groups. Like, they're just flooding in every day. There are new people just been diagnosed, scared out of their mind, don't know what's going on, overwhelmed with all the things. It's just, it blows my mind how many people are touched and affected by this in their lifetime. We were watching American Ninja Warrior last night, and one of the contestants, his mom, actually two of them, their moms, they became friends because their moms were going through breast cancer treatment, and he wears a shirt that says 1 in 8 is not okay. And that is, even when I was first diagnosed and kind of realized how many people had been touched by breast cancer in some way, whether it was them or a family member or whatever, how many women, like 1 in 8, that it's a real number. It's a real number. I've seen it. It's crazy. The number of people that are, that experience breast cancer in some way, who are diagnosed, 1 in 8. So if you think about how many women are in your family, like, really, if you have 8 women in your family, somebody's going to get breast cancer. If you work with 8 women, 1 in 8 is a thing. And it shouldn't be. I don't know why. Why is it that much? I don't know. And somebody should figure that out. Somebody should. But the women that have been through, they are amazing women. And I am happy. It's funny, it's kind of a joke that all these breast cancer groups and things are the club that you never wanted to be in, but once you're there, it's like the best club you could ever be in. Like, it's the best thing that could ever happen to you, even though it's something you never wanted to happen, or because it's just great. The energy is amazing, the support, the positivity, the yeah, it's just good. So I'm enjoying that. I have a dinner in a couple of weeks, which I'm looking forward to. I have groups to meet up with, and other women to help and support too, which inspiring them and helping them really makes me feel good and gives me purpose. So that's nice too. I've gotten some messages on YouTube. Those of you that reached out, thank you for reaching out, first of all, because I think doing that and connecting with other women that have been through is really helpful. It helped me a lot when I started, and I hope that it will help you as well. So thank you for reaching out and commenting and actually speaking up, because we're all here for each other, and we all have information to share with each other. We've all learned from our experience. So yeah, it's a good thing. And more people should share their stories, because it's a good thing and it can help people. It does help people. It helps me when I started, and it helps other people to share. So share your stories, share your struggles, share all the things, because it's going to help somebody. It will speak to somebody, and somebody will need to hear it. So anyway, I'm rambling now, but I'm good. We're in between, feeling better. First week was tough. I was tired a lot, but much better this week. Out and about doing my thing. Looking forward to next week, feeling even better. And then we will do infusion number 3 on the 8th, and then number 4, the final, on the 29th. Really looking forward to that. And then October will be a month of celebration. So, if anybody has any questions or thoughts or information or whatever, please put it in the comments. I would love to answer any questions or fill anybody in on stuff that I don't think about, because like I said, chemo brain is a thing and I don't always think of stuff or remember what I want to tell people. So if there's something that you want to know about, just ask. And I'll include it in the next video. I'll try to do more often. Last week was just tough. I just couldn't get out of my own way. So, but much better now. So, hope you are all having a great week. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.